So yeah, on this lovely, beautiful, rainy, miserable day, it's going to be one of them trio fragrance reviews. I will get back into doing something a bit more beefy and meaningful at some point. But yes, today it is musk, which is one I suppose I'm surprised I haven't done and that I've probably been saving. But yeah, musk's probably one of my favourite fragrance notes and whatnot. It has such a kind of great effect on a fragrance, doesn't it? Adds that extra level. It's not something you can physically always smell unless it's like a dirty musk. Well, white musks have a very specific smell, don't they? But anyway, I'm not going to waffle on about the different sorts of musks and that. But yeah, it's probably one of the most common things I go for. This will obviously be the 3 from each of them. And if you want to see a good video about musks and all the sciencey stuff behind it, go check out Dr. Claire Smith, I think her channel's now called, on YouTube. Right. So yeah, just filming in this spot again. No dog today. By mine, look, you can see it's been chucking it down, can't you? Anyway, this is all waffle. Start with the indie one. It's one I may have spoken about in these trios before, but it's one I've spoken about definitely a few times, and that's from One Way Bridge. It's called Date with a Dame. Now, it has a kind of cherry-like floral tuberose thing about it, but the magic of it is definitely the musks. And it's got like there's probably a different musks in there. I'm not sure if there's ambrette in this one actually off the top of my head, but it does give me that kind of that ambrette gives you, that kind of this is magical and makes you want to keep sniffing. There's also like it does get a little bit soapy clean. There's that kind of musk in there, and there is something, again, it could be ambrette or it could be something else, that has a little tiny bit of a naughty edge in it. Not quite, it's not as dirty as like sweat, but it has some sort of, let's call it sexual energy. Don't use that word ever on my channel, but yeah, it has this something about it. Maybe it's that kind of cherry I get as well. It gives you that little bit of oof about it. But there's not much to say about the fragrance. I mean, I've described it basically as oof and ooh, but it's quite magical. And like I say, I've taught so much about it. It does have these kind of cherry florally. There is definitely tuberose in it. I remember that much. And it's just a magnificent thing, but it's the musks that give it its presence and that lingers on and brings people in. Absolutely love it. So let's Date with a Dame from One Way. The niche one is really difficult for me to pick one that's not Rolling in Love. I spoke about Rolling in Love a million times. Yeah, it's Rolling in Love. Rolling in Love from Killian is it's my perfect scent, really. Basically, it is this kind of second skin scent, and that's what it intends to be. And it's based around the idea of falling in love, and I suppose the addiction and the wanting more and more, and the keep sniffing. And it starts off quite again with that cherry kind of feel to me, only in the opening. But again, it's tuberose. There's other white flowers in it as well. Jasmine, is it freesia? Maybe. The flowers aren't really the main kind of thing about it. It's the musks, and it sways backwards and forwards. It reminds me of black opium, which we all know kind of has this special one. But there's nothing particularly in it or about it in stages that remind me of it. Maybe jasmine, and who knows. Anyway, we talked about musks. Now in this, the star musk is ambrette, and ambrette has this slight animalic feel about it. It's obviously a vegetal musk, but it has this sensual, lustful kind of about it that makes you just want to, but surrounded by it is also beautiful musks, like beautiful sensual. So it is like one of these fragrances that will be a little finger up and down your spine and soft kisses on your neck, and it just envelops you. It's just a magical fragrance, and that is because of the musks. Again, mainly the ambrette, but Killian always are whatever, even if I go off them, which I slightly have, because the stuff's getting more and more generic. But even the last one I smelled, the Shield of Protection or whatever it was, which is effectively a freshy kind of neroli petitgrain. Not that bad, but again it has them musks in it. And it's just, I quite liked it actually, which is weird. I wouldn't pay £200 or whatever for it, because it's, no. But Rolling in Love on the other hand, yes, it's a masterpiece. It's beautifully made. Waffling on, there's so much about Rolling in Love everywhere on my Instagram, on my YouTube, and there's that special collaboration video which is well worth checking out with all the other people's opinions on Rolling in Love. So yeah, that's Rolling in Love. Last up is one I have spoken about. I think it was probably a jasmine, but again it's such the main element, the thing that made this magic in its day. It started off a whole trend in the use of white musks becoming quite massively popular and stuff. And back then it was the most distinct. Anyway, Alien from Mugler, the original, and the original formulation. Do not smell the new formulation. Trash. Don't often say that, but it is not Alien. It's not that Alien we remember. It's not the Alien where me, of all people, kind of half chased a girl outside a supermarket and go, "What are you wearing? That's so nice." But it's the musks. Has a kind of dark, it's weird saying white musk, but it's just the type of musk it is, and you'll kind of know this distinctive smell. It's kind of dark, edgy musk. It's not dirty, but when it mixes with the jasmine, it gives this kind of dark, carnal kind of thing about it, and it was so unusual back then. Mixed with that kind of the dark sweetness, there's probably things like cashmere and stuff in it, giving it a bit of, which back in them days when they used it properly and not cheaply was not. But anyway, we're talking about the musks. And the musks, yeah, it's just one of them again. Someone wearing old school Alien. I can only speak for myself, but you want to bury your nose into them. You just want to kiss them, and you know. And this is what musks are. They give you that kind of primal thing. And Alien, yeah, I don't need to waffle on about Alien. We all know what it smells like. So that's Mugler's Alien. So as you can see, sort of from my video, my kind of musks. There's so many different musks. There's no overtly dirty musk in there, though. My God, that's nice. And it's all synthetics nowadays. Don't know if you call civet Castoreum musks, but they kind of do the same job and that, and they are now the synthetic. But that little bit of dirt, that little bit of an edge in a fragrance is what gives it that. Don't get me wrong, I have plenty of sweet fragrances, plenty of, fairly okay fragrances. But musks just add this factor, don't they? I'm not very good with words, as we know, but they make you want to sniff it constantly. They give you these weird primal, I think I said before, didn't it? Primal feelings of like lust and affection and sensuality, and they just have that magic about them. Again, go watch Claire's video for the more scientific, more wordy version of what they are, etc. So yeah, what about you? What's your favourite musks? What sort of a musky person are you? Some people don't like musks, and in my experience of a very small sample section of people, is women seem to be more sensitive to them and don't like them as much in a fragrance. That's just me. There are exceptions, obviously. Smurfy Girly Claire loves them, but a few more don't than do. But I think the men, again, a small section, maybe it kind of triggers something more primal in us, and we tend to love them, and maybe also notice them more because we don't smell them in real life as much, I think. So in the fragrances, for us to notice them, they have to be amped up. And maybe, well, whatever. So go watch Claire's video. So yeah, what's your favourite musk fragrance? Are you a dirty musk person? Are you a clean musk person? Do you not like musks? I mean, there's some of us out there. But right, anyway, what a waffly video. Thanks, folks. Yep, bye.